morning. Let's get started. As usual, in a seated position, just take a comfortable seat, cross-leg position, or sit on your heels. I hope you are ready, and we will begin with a breathing. So just close your eyes, relax your face and your shoulders. Relax your palms on your thighs or on your knees. And bring your awareness to your palms and to the touch. What do you feel? How do you feel under your palms? Recognize the pressure of your fingers, of your palms. And stay focused just on your palms. Maybe you recognize that the breathing slows down. It's more shallow. It's okay, but now we will elongate the breath. So take long inhale and then long exhale through the nose. Still noticing the palms, but bringing the awareness also to the breath, and from the breath to your thoracic cavity, to the belly region, to your legs, arms, to your throat and the head. So we still feel our palms, we know about our breath, we are controlling the breath. That we know also about any other parts of our body. The awareness is everywhere. Okay, I think we are ready for some moves. So just blink your eyes, open them, and then move to child's pose, Balasana, with your knees apart, at least hip distance apart, but maybe more, because you need to have a space for your torso to get down, and you will lie here. You will rest your forehead on the floor, resting also the palms, the fingers, and the forearms. Try to lower your butt to the heels. Close your eyes for a few breaths here and just try to be really, really heavy. Try to go, with every exhalation, you're trying to go deeper and deeper into this pose. And you are relaxed. One more inhale and exhale. And now we will go to a tabletop position. Just a few times you will circle your wrists, you will shake your shoulders, move with them somehow as you wish to do a scapula push-up or something like that. Feel the spine, maybe round the spine a little bit more and then back bend it. Great. And we will move our left knee to the navel. First, do a neutral position in the tabletop position, and the left knee wants to go to your navel. Then it moves in between the palms, and then you stretch your right leg back. So you are in a pigeon pose. You can sit down here on your left glute, and then bring the left leg to the front more. Still pointing the toes. You'll move back, and then you feel more stretch in your left hip. If you can, you lower yourself to your forearms, and you will rest here. If it is good for you and you want to stretch more, you can even stretch your arms and be with your head on the floor, but it's not necessary. This is enough. Maybe for some people it's enough when they are on palms, and it's okay because they feel the stretch and it works for them. Try to point your right toes back and just breathe here a few times. You're not sitting now, and both of your hips are in one line. That means that you're activating your belly a little bit. You're still working with the alignment of the spine. So the head is not falling down. And the sits bones wants to go low and back. Again, we will go back and we will sit here. Then move your right leg to the front across the left knee. And this is a really nice spot for a twist. So we will do a little bit of twisting. First, go with your right hand inside the right leg. So you're opening the chest, and you feel you have to use your back muscles a lot here. You don't have anything to hold on. Maybe the left fingertips, maybe they are pushing into the floor and helping you to open the chest, but still you have to kind of force your shoulders to go wide and low. Great. So now we are moving back to the center. You will hold with both of your hands your knee. Try to go as close as possible to your thigh, and then you will round just a little bit. Hug your knee with your left hand, and now you feel the twist. Again, elongate the spine. The alignment of the spine is really important in every twist, and you want to just look to the right side, and then you want to shift the look behind you. Now you have hands, and they are helping you to twist the torso, twist the spine. Your both sits bones wants to be on the floor. If the right one is really high, you have to go lower, and maybe the twist is okay for you when you're rubbing only with your palms your knee, and that's enough for you. Great, back to the center, and now you will move your legs, and you'll do this shape. That's okay, and it's enough. So you moved your left foot away from your bottom. The right leg is kind of still on the same place. And when you can, you will do this folding with your legs. But this is really hard for a lot of people, and I know it. So I think for us, it's okay to be like that. It's like you want to cross your legs, but halfway through you change your mind and you're just here thinking what's next. But now you're breathing here, and probably you're feeling both your hips and your glutes stretching, working here. Great. Use your fingertips and give me a few rounding and This is a flexion extension, is the best name for this move. You want to push the chest forward and then hide it in between your shoulders. So you're trying to moving with your spine. Noticing that this movement, where does it happening? Where it starts and how do you feel it? Do you feel it only in your lower back or only in between the lower back and the thoracic spine? Do you feel that the thoracic spine is moving? This is really, really important. This movement is for the thoracic spine, it's really hard. Mainly the back bending part is really hard, we know it. But we are trying. We are not pushing too much. We want to breathe and we are playing with this pose. And our legs are just resting and we don't think about them anymore. So that's the best for our nervous system. And the nervous system, we can try it. We can now try to flex the feet and we can try to fold legs over each other. Great, that's all. Now we will move back. So slowly, slowly you're bringing your right leg, maybe you're helping yourself, grabbing the leg, you're moving it back. You're bringing the left foot to your bottom and then you move back to a tabletop position. Good. So neutral position, and we will try the other side. So you're bringing your left knee to your navel, the right knee, sorry, the right knee. Then the right knee goes in between the palms. You have to use your shoulders, and also we are stretching the wrists. Then you're stretching the left leg back. And because the right foot is too much on my core, I will sit down, then bring the leg forward just a little bit to try it. Go back and recognize, that's good, or it's not good because it's too much. So I sit down again and bring the heel closer to my groin. If I want more stretch, I'll flex the foot and I'll bring it even more to the front. But that's really like everyone is different and every day is different. For me, every part of the day is also different because in the morning it's really challenging, but today I have 2 more classes, 1 hour each, so I have 2 hours of yoga behind me, so I'm stretched already. So for me it's now easy, but I'm not pushing myself to do it 100% because I know that there is an injury because I'm tired. I woke up early and so on and so on. Why I'm telling you this? Because it's up to you. You had a perfect morning and you can stretch yourself like 100%, it's okay. You haven't had that perfect morning and you want to be just okay and just to move somehow, it's also okay. So just feel what you need. Great. Now we will sit down and we are bringing the left leg to the front across the right knee, right? And now we know this is a perfect spot for twisting, but first we want to open the chest and we want to work with our back muscles to activate them more. So we are bringing the left hand inside the left leg and we are twisting to the right side. Maybe you're helping yourself with your right fingertips. They are pushing into the floor and you want to look behind the right shoulder. Exhale, come to the center, interlock your fingers and just sit here. Then try to push the chest forward. Help yourself by pulling the knee closer And then exhale around the spine, just a little bit. Hug the front upper, hug the upper knee. That's it. And then stretch the spine again. Elongate the spine. And now twist. You're helping yourself by hugging the knee, pushing into the leg. The leg is pushing back. It's always there. When you push into the floor, it's kind of pushing against you. It's firm. So we are trying, when I push into my leg, the leg is pushing back to my hand, and so on. Okay, relax it. And now we will try to, I don't know if we first did the opening, but it doesn't matter. I think we can, yeah, I know. We are shifting the right foot to the front just a little bit. Maybe this is enough. You are not moving your left leg, but maybe you want to try, because you have to know what was it before something. So you're trying, can I fold my legs like that? I can't. It's not good for me. I don't feel anything good here. So I'll go back. I'll just do halfway folding, and then I will use my fingertips. And again, I'll try to work with my spine. And now maybe I'll try to do circles. And this circles, it's like you're circling to the right, to the top, to the left, to down. Trying, then the opposite direction, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down, helping yourself with your fingers. So you are tall, and then you are small. Great. We are done, and we are trying. Does it help? Flexing the feet, maybe the gap here is the same, but the feeling is different. You feel more comfortable in this position, maybe. Great. Now we will go back. So you're trying to go, use your abs, you're going with your left leg back, bringing, maybe helping yourself with your arms, bringing the leg closer, shifting the weight through the palms and pushing into tabletop position. From the tabletop position, we will fold into Balasana. So again, you're using the heaviness of the torso. You have place in between your thighs. You're resting your forehead and forearms, palms, fingers, everything. You want to try to go with your bottom as close to the heels as possible. Closing the eyes for a few breaths. You're focusing on the back relaxation. Inhalation, expansion. Inhale and release. Exhale and release. Okay, now we are moving back to the tabletop position. Opening the eyes and shifting the weight from the right to the left and so on, awakening the wrists. We will do a few rounds of Surya. So come to a downward facing dog first. Our legs are maybe ready now because we stretched them kind of, it was good stretching for them, maybe for the hips. Now bring your feet closer to your palms and just be here in this forward fold for a few breaths. Rest there, shake your head to the left, to the right side. 2, yes, no. Movement. And slowly bringing the body up with inhalation, rolling up. Exhale, find a place in front of the mat. Try to spread your fingers, your toes, bring them up, and then put them back to the floor. And with next inhale, rise your hands up over the head. And exhale, roll down. Inhale, come up, back again, and now twist your toes away from each other. The heels are still together. Inhale, arms goes up, look to your thumbs. Exhale, arms wide, and then we will squat. So your heels are going up and you're squatting down. Straight spine, trying the straight spine, balancing here a little bit. Exhale, put your fingers on the floor and then push the chest forward, look to the front. With exhalation, bring both of your legs back to tabletop position and then open the chest again. Look to the front, lower the knees, and then open the chest even more to put your chest and your chin, the chest and the chin to the floor. So Ashtanga Asana, where we want to have our elbows close to the body. Breathing in Ashtanga Asana. And then lowering into Bhujangasana, the low Bhujangasana, low cobra. Pointing the toes. You want to squeeze your glutes and hamstrings. You want to use your back muscles, of course. Again, it's not 100%. Then move your elbows side to side. Stop when they are close to the chest. Try to go with your shoulders up to your ears and back down. And then stop when they are down and try to open the chest even more. Push into your palms, and maybe you need to change the place where the palms are on the floor. Maybe you need to lower them, and pushing into the palms, you're bringing yourself into classic Bhujangasana, the cobra pose, where you're opening the chest. And with the exhalation, we will roll down into Balasana, but now maybe it's good to go into downward facing dog. Find a downward facing dog. And we want to do child's pose actively. So we will lower the knees, bringing them wide, still leaving the toes in the floor like they were in the downward facing dog. You can recognize that now you are high and you want to feel the strength in the core, even in the Balasana. So you are stretching the arms, elbows are not on the floor. Maybe you lower your forehead, but you still feel the body is firm. Okay, now look in between your palms and bring yourself back into downward facing dog. From the downward facing dog, step by step, come to a forward fold. Exhale, try to put your head as close to your knees as you can. And then with inhalation, come up. Arms up, exhale, arms goes down. Great. One more time we will try the same beginning. So you're twisting your toes to the sides and the heels are together. Inhale, arms goes up, look up. Exhale, arms wide and you're squatting down. The heels goes from the floor. You're finding one spot somewhere and you're balancing here in the squat position. Lowering the fingertips and opening the chest, that's an inhale. And exhale, we're putting our palms onto the floor and stepping back into a plank pose. And in the plank pose, you want to open the chest again. Lower the knees and do nice Ashtanga Asana. Find a good place for the Ashtanga Asana. If you think your arms are too close, bring them wider. And open the chest first. Bring the chin and the chest to the floor. And still work with the navel. Still work in the pelvic floor. And now we will slide into lower cobra. Our hands are just a little bit pushing into the floor and more they are resting, and we can move our elbows side to side again. Again, we can try to move in our shoulders, come with them up and down, and you want to feel that you can breathe, that the breath is really long. And now we want to go to Bhujangasana, so finding the good place for the palms, maybe lower them, they are closer to the navel than you should just stay, and push up to Bhujangasana. Great. Exhale, rolling, bringing ourselves into downward facing dog. And from the downward facing dog, where you can, of course, bend one and then the other knee and stretch your hamstrings and your hips and so on, the back of the legs, back parts of the legs, calves, I wanted to say. Then you will move to Balasana, active Balasana. So you're pushing into your palms, bringing the knees to the floor, and then you're stretching your arms to the front, lowering the forehead on the floor, and still working in the core, bringing also the lower ribs together, squeezing shoulder blades together, working with the shoulders. They want to go to your butt. And now slowly bring your gaze in between the palms, then press into the palms and bring yourself back to downward facing dog. And from the downward facing dog, we will not go to our palms again, but we will step only halfway to the front, and then we will fold into forward fold again. Shake your head, grab your elbows, interlock your forearms, and just shift the weight to the right and to the left side a few times. If you can, bring more weight on your toes. You will feel more stretch in your hamstrings. It's not necessary to stretch the knees all the way. Moving from one side to the other still.
gazing in between the legs, relaxing the face. Now relax also the shoulders. The shoulders are touching the ears. And slowly, slowly you will stop in the center, lowering the fingertips, lowering the glutes down to your heels. Maybe you will bring first, maybe you will bring your heels together more, and then you will just squat down. And from this squatting position, we can lower ourselves to a seated position. And in the seated position, you can stay, you can meditate or breathe here. You can lower yourself down, all the way down to the Shavasana pose. And I recommend you to stay there at least 3 minutes. Maybe you can count 50 breaths. That's also a guide. The breath and the counting. But if you want to just relax, no counting, just lie there for a few minutes and rest. And I wish you a nice day, and I'm looking forward next week on Wednesday and Thursday. And I will stop this stream, so just rest.